stick out in the front. So I see that, I'm sure the Vans Corporation already counts that $45 coming back to them. They know now, any second, I'll be on shoes.com getting my discount. Bastards. Have you ever done this? So now I'm nauseous, and I'm like, I won't put my foot down. Because, my foot, I keep saying to myself, this thing is gonna hurt. It's bleeding. It's bleeding like a frame of blood, and then the frame, it looks like Dorian Gray or some horror movie. My toenail is framed by blood. It looks like the devil or somebody's come in and they've had magical powers over my foot, and now they're making my foot bleed in a certain way. And then the door's like, no, you walked into me. And then the light's like, well, I wasn't on. More than just a voice on the radio, sending out truth to brothers who don't know. So then people said to me, the whole neighborhood came out. I was screaming bloody murder. just so you didn't think I'm the Clint Eastwood type. I don't sit there and bleed to death, and primarily because it's not a movie. Whenever everything's cool with him, they yell cut. And then he gets a lemonade, They don't yell cut when my toenail was literally floating over the blood. It was sitting on a lump of tissue and blood. Oh, that's my original morning show band. Remember us?
Get ready for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are now about to experience a KMA Entertainment presentation.
You're listening to the Jiggy Jaguar Show on the network. You've heard the phrase, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Well, take that into consideration when you listen. The opinions you hear are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and not those of this station or anybody else. So tell me, how do you like them apples?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the #1 internet talk radio host on this planet is coming to you live. And yes, once again, it's time for the reason the internet was invented, the one and only. Yes, there is a Jiggy Jaguar, Timmy, and he is here live tonight. So join us in the chat room, and you can also instant message the Jig Daddy by clicking on-air contacts at the all-new website of record, JiggyJaguar.com. So people of every race, creed, and color, come one, come all, and thanks for tuning into Jiggy Jaguar, and it starts right now.
Welcome to the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar show, coast to coast, border to border, all over the World Wide Web, and on 50-plus stations throughout the U.S. and Canada. And we've got a great guest with us today. Diana Ruiz is going to join us here in just a few moments. If you want to get a hold of us online, it's twitter.com/JIGGY, Jaguar. Also 24/7 at JiggyJaguar.com. And Diana Ruiz is with us. Diana, you're a best-selling author. Let's talk a little bit about your work and your background.
Yeah, I tell you what, I've got a master's degree in mass communications, and I'm also a musician. I perform with the former trumpet player for Ray Charles, Bobby Medina, and his band, and mother of 3, and recently finally feeling good about life, and author as well.
We've got Diana Ruiz joining us today. Diana, tell us about this latest book.
Well, Healing Your Life with Water, How to Use Your Mind, Body, and Water Connection is basically showing you how to eat, think, and feel to become a healthy body of water, since we're all a body of water, and how to transform your relationships, your health, your weight, and your communities, and ultimately the world because of the special relationship that emotions such as love and peace and hope and joy have on water, with water.
Diana Ruiz joining us today here on the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar show, coast to coast and border to border, all over the World Wide Web and on 50-plus stations throughout the U.S. and Canada. And she joins us today talking about this incredible book. What was the idea to inspire you to write this book?
Well, I tell you what, I did a... at first, I thought the book was going to be about me and my life and how, I went from being on welfare and ultimately to getting to enough to share. And I picked up a book by Masaru Emoto, and as a result of that, I did an experiment where I cooked up some rice, which is about 70% water, 65% water once it's done being cooked. And my family and I, we stuck this rice in 2 baggies. One of them we wrote, I love you. One of them we wrote on the baggie, I hate you, and put it up, smacked it up right above our kitchen sink. And each one of us said every time we went to the sink, I love you or I hate you to each one. And cool thing, long story short, after about 5 weeks, the baggie that said I hate you had black mold, green mold, white mold, brown mold, and the one that said I love you had just barely started growing only white mold. And so I got to thinking, hey, we're 70% water. What are we thinking and feeling about ourselves? I mean, how often do we pay attention to that? So that just kind of set me on a trail.
Diana Ruiz joining us today. Her book is absolutely amazing. It's available on Amazon. We're going to have a link to it on our website at JiggyJaguar.com. Summarize your book for us and tell everybody why they should go pick it up.
Okay, well, if you're like most of us, you're dealing with weight issues, relationship issues. I myself had panic attacks, post-traumatic stress disorder, really intense social phobia. If you're not getting to where you want to be in life, if you're running across blocks, if you're kind of sick and tired of being sick and tired, this is a very, very simple, hands-on way to really eat in a way that is going to start your inner fountain of youth. And, I do have some pictures, cool pictures on my website. Go check them out, before and after pictures of people who have reduced stress, gotten rid of their blocks to their forward motion towards their goals and dreams. And you too could start 2014. Just make it your year. Make it the time that you make the changes that you've been wanting to make. And, don't take my word for it. Tyler Tischler, PhD, says it's a life-changing book, and the people that I work with, helping them reduce stress and eat well, say that it's a life-changing book. And, pictures say 1,000 words, so check out the pictures, too.
Diana Ruiz joining us today. What's the overall theme of the book?
Well, actually, the overall theme of the book is creating an alkaline diet. Eating an alkaline diet creates an alkaline brain, which creates alkaline thoughts, which are healing thoughts. And, let me take a little quick step back. We're all made of 70% water, and there's a certain way to eat, think, and feel that will make your body a healthy, happy body of water. And we rejuvenate every 7 years. Every 7 years, you have a brand new body. And there's a certain way to eat, think, and feel that speeds up that rejuvenation and slow it down. And water's at the core of all that rejuvenation, so I call it your inner fountain of youth. And stress slows down the inner fountain of youth. It constricts your veins, your circulation, literally. So reducing stress opens up that natural rejuvenating flow. And alkaline thoughts, which are love, hope, patience, and kindness, and courage, and things like that, open up your inner rejuvenating flow. So alkaline thoughts create alkaline relationships, which ripple out and create an alkaline world ultimately.
Diana Ruiz joining us today, coast to coast and border to border. Why do you think that this book will appeal to the readers?
Well, we have a lot of stress in our society. People trying to make ends meet, people trying to reach for their goals and dreams, and a lot of people in relationship issues. And, stress is one of the main constrictors of our inner fountain of youth. And it turns out that stress comes from 90% from our relationships. And I don't know, I'm a woman, and I've been alive for 52 years, and I know in my own life stress has gotten in the way of, my happiness and health. And just putting, I wrote this book with the reader and your listener in mind, because that's typical. Most people have stress in their relationships. So it offers a way to overcome that. I also give a unique and very, very simple stress relief technique that actually lowers cortisol, that reduces belly fat within just a matter of minutes. So simple a child could use it, and that's all in the book.
Diana Ruiz joining us today, coast to coast and border to border. Is there a particular chapter you'd like to share with our listeners?
Yeah, as far as reading it, or
your call. We've got
to...
if you want to share with it, that's fine. If you want to read it, it's only a 2-hour show here, so we got to move along here, my friend.
No problem. Yeah, actually the one that I would like to share and draw your attention to is the one that talks about, letting go of blame. Really, the reason that most people get illness is because of their reaction to life. And it's the chapter on rejuvenating techniques, and the key to your inner fountain of youth is actually having peaceful relationships. So doing what you can to, bury that hatchet and move past things that upset you in your relationships is the best thing. I call kindness the new selfish, because if people understood how healthy it was for them to be kind, they would be doing it 24/7 because it's actually good for you. So, yeah.
Diana Ruiz with us today here, coast to coast and border to border on the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar show. What do you want readers to take away from your writing? That
it's easy. It's not difficult. It is not easy to create the life that you want. It's not, I'm sorry. Oops. It's not difficult to create the life that you want. It isn't difficult to create the health that you want. It is not difficult to create the weight and the relationships that you want. And it's not difficult to create the joy and the happiness that you want if you just know how to use and leverage your mind, body, and water connection, and I lay it out all simply in the book. So to take you from point A to point B, to go through every level of your life, and, just be a happier human being.
Diana Ruiz with us today. How do we get a hold of you online, my friend?
Well, just www.healingyourlifewithwater.com, and I do have a free for your guests, for your listeners. If you click on the Stress Buster technique, it's a free video showing you how to do the stress relief technique so you can kickstart your inner fountain of youth just within a matter of minutes.
Diana Ruiz with us today. Diana, have yourself a wonderful day. We'll talk soon. Thanks for being on with us today.
You're so welcome. Bye-bye.
Appreciate it. Diana Ruiz with us today, coast to coast and boulder to boulder. Get more information on her website. We're going to have that up on our website at JiggyJaguar.com. We're going to take a quick little time out here. When we come back, we've got more.
DollarSeed.com. All of our seeds are only $1 a pack. And we have online resources that teach you all about the rewarding hobby of growing your own plants, flowers, herbs, and vegetables. Imagine the joy you'll feel when your children actually help you harvest your first garden crop, or the pride of knowing you'll never need a florist again. Visit DollarSeed.com and grow a little magic of your own for just $1. DollarSeed.com. What could be healthier?
We're going to take a quick time out here on the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Show. However, before we do that, I want to talk about something that is very, very, very important, and that is Platinum Sciences. Check out their website, www.platinumsciences.com, bringing you your greater profit through the Platinum Sciences of business. Learn about and cater to the desires of your customers on a deeper psychological level. The Platinum Sciences of Business can assist in increasing your profit in any industry and country. All services are available in multiple languages and countries via in-person, teleconference, or written correspondence consultation. Rekindle your business dreams by catering to your customers' desires on their subconscious level. And think about this. PlatinumSciences.com is the official website. You need to go over there right now and check out PlatinumSciences.com and tell them you heard about it here on the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Show, coast to coast and border to border. We're back after this here in a few moments. Listeners ask us all the time, how can we support the operation? Head over to our website at www.jiggyjaguar.com. That's right, jiggyjaguar.com. Click on the Amazon banner on our page. It will take you to Amazon. You will still see all the great prices, all the great selection, all the great convenience. But when you shop Amazon, we get a little bit of a credit from Amazon, and it helps us keep the operation going here. Recently, we had best-selling author, National Award winner Dan Perkins on, and he was talking about Amazon.
I listened to your promotion for Amazon.com. You can buy book 1 and book 2, which just came out.
Look at that.
I encourage your listeners to go there and support your operation.
You don't need to buy anything you don't want or need. You just do what you do on Amazon. Buy everything that you usually buy there, but do it through our link at JIGGYJAGUAR.com. We get a small percentage, as I mentioned earlier, and it helps really fund our operation. Thanks to our friends at Amazon.com, and thanks for you for supporting us, the great listeners of the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar radio broadcast. Okay, folks, let's talk about self-development, wealth creation, renewal, and rejuvenation. Are you stuck in a rut? Do you aspire to be something bigger, something better? Well, author Y.E. Shavola has penned 2 incredible books that will help guide you down a new path, a path that will lead towards self-development, wealth creation, renewal, and rejuvenation. Learn how to make your dreams a reality. You owe it to yourself and your loved ones. Y.E. Shavola's books are available on Amazon right now. How to Occupy Till Jesus Comes, Self-Development, and How to Occupy Till Jesus Comes, Wealth Creation. Get them at our website through our Amazon link at JIGGYJAGUAR.com. Find them on Amazon. Check out Y.E. Shavola's incredible books, How to Occupy Till Jesus Comes, Self-Development, and How to Occupy Till Jesus Comes, Wealth Creation. Today on Amazon.
Welcome to the Unlock Your Wealth Update. Here's Heather Wagenhals.
Times can get tough, and by taking our emotions out of the picture, we start to begin focusing on what really matters most in life. According to Forbes, if you can get past these types of people, your mental toughness will build, and soon you'll overcome your emotions that hold you back from achieving your goals. The doubters, skeptical individuals who only want to see you fail. Leeches, lacking creativity and originality, they stay close to your every move just so they can steal your ideas. The critics, individuals find ways to distrust your confidence and telling you your vision is wrong. The envious, they want your courage and your poise, but just sit back and waste your energy poking fun at you. And then there's the victims. They believe they haven't had a good break in life and thus feel that something is owed to them for their misfortune. Now that you know which types of people to look out for, you'll have a better chance at overcoming your emotions and staying on the path. For more great resources to help you create unlimited wealth and happiness, visit our website at crackingyourmoneycode.com. I'm Heather Wagenhals. Now go out and unlock your wealth today.
Back to the Jiggy Jaguar Show on the network.
Coast to coast, border to border, all over the World Wide Web and on 50-plus stations throughout the U.S. and Canada. Welcome back to the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Show. 22 minutes after the hour. Thanks for joining us. It's the Transmedia Worldwide Studios in the great salt city of Edison, Kansas, and we're live 2 to 5 Central, 3 to 6 Eastern, 12 to 3 Pacific. 24/7 at JiggyJaguar.com, on the TuneIn apps and Radio Loyalty as well. This segment of the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Show brought to you by our good friends at Jordan's Juice Barbecue Sauce. Juice it up with Jordan's. Find them online at jordansjuice.com. We've got Mike Lasday with us today. Mike is a fantastic guest. We've had him on in the past. We had him in our Build, Grow, and Enjoy series. I wanted to get him on today to chat about leadership and also other aspects of the world around us. Mike, welcome to the program. How are you, sir?
I am great. It's wonderful to be back. Thanks for having me.
Now let's talk about leadership. What are some of the big keys in the world of leadership? Kind of break this down for us and chat with us here.
Well, ironically enough, for someone who wrote a book about leadership, my thesis is that there's no singular path to leadership. That leadership is incredibly personal. And the first thing people have to look at, whether they're in leadership positions or aspire to be in leadership positions, is they have to develop their own leadership identity that's based on who they are, where they want to go, and what values they have.
Mike Lasday joining us today here on the big broadcast, coast to coast, border to border. Tell us about your website. Give us some more information on you. Educate our listeners here. Take like 5-10 minutes here and educate our listeners on you.
Sure. My website is Me First Leadership, and my book, also available on Amazon. I heard your ad for Amazon, is Me First Leadership. And the title, I know some people have said to me, well, that seems pretty selfish and self-centered. But the point is that leadership is all about first finding who you are before you can lead others. Is the mistake so many people make is they feel that if they are suddenly in a position of leadership because it's a volunteer position or in the organization or they're starting a company and they have people that are working for them, that because they're in that position, they are a leader. And my whole premise behind Me First Leadership is that's not the case. Those that believe the title will be unsuccessful leaders. Those that actually look at themselves and know what skills they they bring to the table and what skills they need from others are the ones that could lead best. So Me First Leadership is really all about that, creating a space to find one's own leadership identity. And the book takes, with many exercises, helps people do that. And it does it with creating exercises to get feedback from others, to learn about yourself that you may not already know. And once you have that basis, once you know who you are, what you want to accomplish, and where you're going, then you can be an effective leader. So the other part of Me First Leadership is there are 12 behaviors, which really I call personal example behaviors, that if you take those behaviors and you demonstrate them every day, you will generate goodwill, you will generate results, and you will generate things that you couldn't have even imagined before, because you are inspiring others. Oftentimes people make the mistake of, well, again, I am the leader, therefore I have the authority, therefore I'm going to tell you what to do, you do it. Where the best leaders are the ones that say, you know what, I've brought you on because you know better about what you're doing than I do, so I'm going to let you do it. I'm going to give you parameters. I'm going to give you a vision of what I want you to achieve, and you're going to give me some milestones and how you're achieving it, and I'm going to let you do it. So Me First Leadership is a combination of, to summarize, is a combination of first looking at oneself, and then two, knowing the behaviors by which they can actually create wonderful teams that exceed any expectations.
We've got Mike Lasday with us today. Me First Leadership is his incredible book. We're chatting with him today. Tell me about the cover for this book. It's very interesting and entertaining.
Well, yeah, so the cover of the book actually shows a person looking into a mirror, and his actual body is a little bit uncertain. You're seeing his back with his hand in his pockets, but the reflection you see in the mirror is him very confident with people behind him ready to follow him. And that's the concept of Me First, is very reflective. So that's the nature of the cover.
Me First Leadership. Mike Lasday with us today here on the broadcast. How has the book been doing? I know there's a lot of people that are picking it up, and a lot of different people flipping through it. Tell us about this.
Yeah, well, I was pleased that it was an Amazon bestseller very quickly, and so it did very well. People buying it all over the country, all over the world, in fact. And so I've been pleased with the results. I've spoken to many people who've read it that have given me wonderful feedback. Again, if you go on Amazon, you'll see there are 25, 30 reviews of just some of the readers that have written about it. So I've been real pleased with the reception.
Mike Lasday with us today. Tell us about the writing process for this book. I'm sure it was a big undertaking for you.
Well, it's interesting. I was 19 years working in the corporate world in leadership positions, and for many years as I taught leadership, actually leadership programs that I developed, over 500,000 young people have gone through them. And many people that I've worked with have said, oh, Mike, you should write a book, And frankly, I was reluctant because there are a lot of great books out there already. But it wasn't until about a year and a half ago where I sort of came from this concept of Me First, of this looking internally and combining it with certain behaviors, that I had this aha moment that there's something unique out there. And from there I went about and I built on my experiences. I am not an academic. I am someone who came from the practical business world. So my book is filled with anecdotes that are actually practical in the real world, not in a theoretical world. So I took a lot of the stories from my own experience and I wrapped them in. So hopefully it makes it a lot more of an accessible book to anyone. It's pretty easy to read, yet incredible, insightful, I think.
Mike Lasday joining us today. We're going to take a smidgen of a time out here. When we come back, we're going to chat with Mike a little bit more about leadership and also get into some of the other things that makes a good leader. So we're going to take the time out. We'll be back after this on the big broadcast.
At dollarseed.com, all of our seeds are only $1 a pack. And we have online resources that teach you all about the rewarding hobby of growing your own plants, flowers, herbs, and vegetables. Imagine the joy you'll feel when your children actually help you harvest your first garden crop, or the pride of knowing you'll never need a florist again. Visit dollarseed.com and grow a little magic of your own for just $1. Dollarseed.com. What could be healthier?
We're going to take a quick time out here on the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar show. However, before we do that, I want to talk about something that is very, very, very important, and that is Platinum Sciences. Check out their website, www.platinumsciences.com, bringing you your greater profit through the Platinum Sciences of business. Learn about and cater to the desires of your customers on a deeper psychological level. The Platinum Sciences of business can assist in increasing your profit in any industry and country. All services are available in multiple languages and countries via in-person, teleconference, or written correspondence consultation. Rekindle your business dreams by catering to your customers' desires on their subconscious level. And think about this. PlatinumSciences.com is the official website. You need to go over there right now and check out PlatinumSciences.com and tell them you heard about it here on the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar show, coast to coast and border to border. We're back after this here in a few moments. Listeners ask us all the time, how can we support the operation? Head over to our website at www.jiggyjaguar.com. That's right, jiggyjaguar.com. Click on the Amazon banner on our page. It will take you to Amazon. You will still see all the great prices, all the great selection, all the great convenience. But when you shop Amazon, we get a little bit of a credit from Amazon, and it helps us keep the operation going here. Recently, we had best-selling author, National Award winner Dan Perkins on, and he was talking about Amazon.
I listened to your promotion for Amazon.com. You can buy book 1 and book 2, which just came out.
Look at that.
I encourage your listeners to go there and support your operation.
You don't need to buy anything you don't want or need. You just do what you do on Amazon. Buy everything that you usually buy there, but do it through our link at jiggyjaguar.com. We get a small percentage, as I mentioned earlier, and it helps really fund our operation. Thanks to our friends at Amazon.com, and thanks for you for supporting us, the great listeners of the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar radio broadcast. Okay, folks, let's talk about self-development, wealth creation, renewal, and rejuvenation. Are you stuck in a rut? Do you aspire to be something bigger, something better? Well, author Y.E. Shavola has penned 2 incredible books that will help guide you down a new path, a path that will lead towards self-development, wealth creation, renewal, and rejuvenation. Learn how to make your dreams a reality. You owe it to yourself and your loved ones. Y.E. Shavola's books are available on Amazon right now. How to Occupy Till Jesus Comes, Self-Development, and How to Occupy Till Jesus Comes, Wealth Creation. Get them at our website through our Amazon link at jiggyjaguar.com. Find them on Amazon. Check out Y.E. Shavola's incredible books, How to Occupy Till Jesus Comes, Self-Development, and How to Occupy Till Jesus Comes, Wealth Creation. Today on Amazon.
Much kerfuffle has been made about the full-line brawl between the Vancouver Canucks and Calgary Flames. Oddly, the discussion focused on the decision of the coaches to start their fourth lines. Many have said your fourth line starting the game was inevitable for a line brawl that was going to happen. Not sure what would have happened if one coach started his first line against the fourth. However, the 5 skilled players should be better than the 5 cement heads. The solution is simple, even for hockey people trying to figure it out. Don't do a thing. Let coaches start who they want, and if a line brawl breaks out, suspend the crap out of all the players who fought, and both coaches as well. Not just a couple of games either. Hit them all with 5 or 7 game suspensions. That will make the coaches think twice when they fill out the starting lineup. I'm Dave Ferguson of BeyondTheCheers.com, and this has been a Beyond the Cheers moment.
Now, the Jiggy Jaguar Show on JiggyJaguar.com.
Mike Lasday joins us. Back here on the broadcast, coast to coast and border to border. Let's talk leadership with Mike today. He is the author of the Amazon bestseller on this subject. It's an amazing, amazing book. Mike, let's talk leadership here. I want to get into a little bit of kind of a little bit of picking your brain here. Can you name a person who's had a tremendous impact on you as a leader? Someone that might have inspired you to write this book?
Well, yeah, I've worked with some incredible people over my career, but I have one role model in particular that I've learned so much with. His name is Rod Napier, Napier, and he actually has taught leadership at Wharton School of Business and Temple University, and he has inspired me because I've learned so much from him. I've learned so much about myself through him. And he's certainly a friend. He's part-time therapist for me. Whenever I had issues, I would come to him and say, "How do I deal with these things?" And he always inspired me. So he is someone that I've always recommended to others to look at his books, look at the consulting he does. He's a tremendous resource.
It's an amazing, amazing guest with us today. Mike Lasday joins us here on the big broadcast, coast to coast, boulder to boulder. What are the most important decisions that someone can make as a leader of an organization?
Well, first and foremost, it's people. If you're leading organizations, you have to have great people. And the number one mistake that people make is, and these are the weak leaders, they're the ones who are afraid of hiring people that are better than them. Fortunately for me, I'm not terribly bright, so it wasn't a far reach for me to always hire people better than me. But a lot of people have a hard time with that because they fear that, oh, they're going to take my job, or they're going to get ahead of me, or I'm not going to be able to keep up with them. But the truth is that the best leaders are the ones who hire people who have skill sets that are very different than their own, and recognize those skill sets, rejoice in those skill sets, and let them be. So that's the first thing. The second thing is if you're building a team, whether depending on the size of the organization, but if you have a core team of 4 or 5 or 6 people, whether they're your senior leaders or that's your entire staff, is creating a team that actually can build off each other and not cope on one another. Okay, and there's a huge difference between a functional team and a dysfunctional team. Functional teams can get you anywhere and do just about anything because they build off of each other, they respect each other, they support each other. Dysfunctional teams do the exact opposite, and they kill organizations all the time.
Mike Lasday joins us today here on the big broadcast, coast to coast and boulder to boulder. Mike enjoyed a 19-year career at Envision EMI, a leading global provider of experimental leadership seminars for young people all over the world. Tell us about this company. That sounds like an amazing task you guys were doing.
It was an amazing experience for me for those 19 years, and it was amazing on 2 fronts. One, because we did great work, and the company continues to do great work in the sense that they educate and inspire and motivate young people, really as young as 5th graders all the way through college, and they do it all over the world through these incredibly innovative and experiential programs. So on the one hand, it was great because I literally felt that over my tenure, I felt like I actually directly impacted the lives of over 500,000 young people. So that by itself was great. But the second thing was actually building a company, and when I started, it was very small. It was just a handful of people. When I left, it was already a 200-person organization, and building the organization and creating, just finding incredible people to push the mission and push the vision of the organization forward, to doing great things, for innovating new programs. To actually look at issues and find new opportunities where others only saw problems. So to me, those 2 things were I was incredibly blessed to inspire so many young people, but also work with so many great people to build a tremendous organization.
Mike Lasday joins us today, 38 minutes after the hour. Let's talk a little bit more about this book. Is there going to be a follow-up or anything to this book that you've written?
Well, the plan is really, I've created 2 supporting seminars. One is for teams called Unleashing the Transformative Power of Your Team that focuses on small organizations and companies that actually have teams of people working together to create what I talked about earlier, the functional team out of oftentimes dysfunction. So I have one seminar that focuses on that, and then I have another seminar called Unlocking Your Unique Leadership Identity, where I take individuals and in a group, but the individuals not related to each other, and help them create their own leadership identity. So that's the follow-up, is really the seminars that I'm running, mostly for organizations and companies.
We've got Mike Lasday joining us today here on the program. What are some of your other interests and hobbies outside of leadership training and things that you enjoy?
Well, I am an entrepreneur, so it's hard for me to find a startup that I'm not interested in. So I've dabbled in that, but also personally, I mean, for me, it's spending time with my family. I actually live outside Washington, D.C. in suburban Maryland, and watching my kids grow up and being part of their lives, it goes quickly. My daughter's already in college, and my son's a junior in high school. So that's an interest, and I actually am also a big sports fan, so I enjoy watching and sometimes participating in that as well.
It is Mike Lasday with us today, 40 minutes after the hour. And before we let you go, tell us about the website and how we can connect with you online.
Right, so it's mefirstleader.com. And on that site, you'll see my bio. You'll see a link to the book. You'll see a long litany of people of what other people are saying about both the book and the seminars that I've run. So everything is right there. My email is simply Mike Lasday, MikeLasday at mefirstleader.com. And I always enjoy responding to emails that I get from listeners of shows like yours and other shows that I've been on to sort of bounce off ideas, and I always welcome that.
Well, Mike, I appreciate you making time for us today. We will definitely talk to you soon. Have yourself a wonderful day, my friend.
Thank you so much for having me, and enjoy yourself as well.
Definitely. Have yourself a wonderful one. It is Mike Lasday with us. We've got more when we get back here, coast to coast, border to border. All over the World Wide Web, it is the Jiggy Jaguar Show.
At dollarseed.com, all of our seeds are only $1 a pack. And we have online resources that teach you all about the rewarding hobby of growing your own plants, flowers, herbs, and vegetables. Imagine the joy you'll feel when your children actually help you harvest your first garden crop, or the pride of knowing you'll never need a florist again. Visit dollarseed.com and grow a little magic of your own for just $1. Dollarseed.com. What could be healthier?
We're going to take a quick time out here on the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Show. However, before we do that, I want to talk about something that is very, very, very important, and that is Platinum Sciences. Check out their website, www.platinumsciences.com, bringing you your greater profit through the Platinum Sciences of business. Learn about and cater to the desires of your customers on a deeper psychological level. The Platinum Sciences of Business can assist in increasing your profit in any industry and country. All services are available in multiple languages and countries via in-person, teleconference, or written correspondence consultation. Rekindle your business dreams by catering to your customers' desires on their subconscious level. And think about this. PlatinumSciences.com is the official website. You need to go over there right now and check out PlatinumSciences.com and tell them you heard about it here on the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Show, coast to coast and border to border. We're back after this here in a few moments. Listeners ask us all the time, how can we support the operation? Head over to our website at www.jiggyjaguar.com. That's right, jiggyjaguar.com. Click on the Amazon banner on our page. It will take you to Amazon. You will still see all the great prices, all the great selection, all the great convenience. But when you shop Amazon, we get a little bit of a credit from Amazon, and it helps us keep the operation going here. Recently, we had best-selling author, National Award winner Dan Perkins on, and he was talking about Amazon.
I listened to your promotion for Amazon.com. You can buy book 1 and book 2, which just came out.
Look at that.
I encourage your listeners to go there and support your operation.
You don't need to buy anything you don't want or need. You just do what you do on Amazon. Buy everything that you usually buy there, but do it through our link at JIGGYJAGUAR.com. We get a small percentage, as I mentioned earlier, and it helps really fund our operation. Thanks to our friends at Amazon.com, and thanks for you for supporting us, the great listeners of the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar radio broadcast. Okay, folks, let's talk about self-development, wealth creation, renewal, and rejuvenation. Are you stuck in a rut? Do you aspire to be something bigger, something better? Well, author Y.E. Shavola has penned 2 incredible books that will help guide you down a new path, a path that will lead towards self-development, wealth creation, renewal, and rejuvenation. Learn how to make your dreams a reality. You owe it to yourself and your loved ones. Y.E. Shavola's books are available on Amazon right now. How to Occupy Till Jesus Comes, Self-Development, and How to Occupy Till Jesus Comes, Wealth Creation. Get them at our website through our Amazon link at JIGGYJAGUAR.com. Find them on Amazon. Check out Y.E. Shavola's incredible books, How to Occupy Till Jesus Comes, Self-Development, and How to Occupy Till Jesus Comes, Wealth Creation. Today on Amazon.
How fast can your tires go? This is AC Auto Professional Pam Oaks letting you know that vehicle manufacturers have specs on every item of your vehicle, and this includes your tires. There are multiple types of tire construction, and every tire brand has a passenger, touring, all-terrain, and performance tire. Performance tires are becoming the more popular rubber that meets the road. You could have a 4-door sedan or a sports car, and both could require a high-speed tire designation. These labels are a letter description not only imprinted onto the info sticker on the driver's door, but on the tire itself. I had a caller tell me that he couldn't afford the correct speed-rated tire for his vehicle, so he convinced the auto center to install the same size, but not the proper speed rating. You guessed it, the first time he was driving home in the rain, he lost it. Control of the vehicle and money saved on the tire sale. Those dollars and more went to the auto body shop instead. Want to know more about your vehicle? Visit me at CarCareForTheClueless.com, making you a savvy car consumer.
Talk with Jiggy right now at 1-866-763-1242 and email JiggyJaguar@JiggyJaguar.com.
Coast to coast, border to border, it is the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar show on 50-plus stations throughout the U.S. and Canada. We've also got my good, close, personal, longtime friend Malcolm Out Loud on with us. But before we get into that, let's talk about how you can reach us over there on Twitter. You can do so at twitter.com/Jiggy Jaguar. That's JIGGYJAGUAR. We're also available on Facebook as well. But Mr. Malcolm is also available on social media. He's doing some amazing things. You've got the website. You're just all over the place, brother. How are you?
We're doing great, Jiggy. How about yourself today?
Pretty good, actually. A little. I think I might be getting a cold, but who knows? It might be just the fact that last night when we went to the WWE pay-per-view, the only seat they had available was right near a drafty door, which was nice. But this there is a lot of news today. First of all, let's talk about this NSA. NSA, it's all over the Drudge Report. Oh my God, they're using Google Maps to spy on people via their phones. Is anyone surprised by this?
Well, I don't think at this point anybody should be surprised at any aspect of the NSA. I mean, they know what kind of cereal you're having in the morning, buddy. I mean, they are all over it. So I think everybody should understand, just that you really have no secrecy left. That's just the name of the game. I mean, that's all been divulged at this point. I mean, every week there's another accusation of sorts, Jiggy, with, of course, Edward Snowden. And, of course, he comes out this past week, by the way, and he tells the media he's no Russian spy because some of the congressional folks have said he may be in cahoots with Russia as far as stealing all this information. At this point, I don't think Edward Snowden is an American hero. I think he's a traitor,
I will have to agree at this point. And in the beginning, I thought it was pretty cool that he was doing all this, but now it's just to the point where it's like, just shut up and go away.
He's crossed the line. Yeah, well, he's crossed the line, buddy. You're exactly right. Now he's crossed the line because, you know, what's happened is he's taunting everybody. He's taunting the government. He's taunting officials. Every week he has another revelation of sorts. And it's these slow little leaks he continues to throw out that I think he obviously wants to do damage. I mean, there's no way he can be in the game at this point and not want to do damage to the country. So, and by the way, just a few days ago, in one of the interviews, he had an online interview with one of the news media, and he said he's afraid that the United States wants to put a bullet in his head. And it's like, duh. I mean, you think so, pal, or what? Yeah, I would go along with that. I would imagine most folks would like to put a bullet in his head at this point. So this should not be a revelation to anybody, you know?
It is Malcolm Out Loud, and MalcolmOutLoud.tv is your official destination for everything Malcolm Out Loud. And the Grammys last night were a little crazy. I kept seeing social media blow up with all the craziness. It kicked off with Beyonce. The Daily Mail has a story up about it's a sad day when our kids can't even watch the Grammys. Beyonce slammed by parents after a very risque performance. What did you think about this? Was this just not a big deal, or?
Well, here's the thing. Did you see the performance, Jiggy?
I've seen the video. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. I mean, it's 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central. It's pretty early in the day. The kids are still up. Cross the line, pal. I mean, I think there are some things you can do. I mean, there's some things you can't do. There is such a thing as called a prime time in this country still.
Yes.
And I think she crossed the line. I think it was a little much. But, you know, anything kind of goes at the Grammys at this point. I don't think there are any rules. I mean, they all come out and do what the hell they do. And I think you kind of get used to that at this point. But I don't know. You know, after having the most successful iTunes release ever, just recently when she surprised everybody, I think this was probably a setback for her, Jiggy. But you know what? Right now, it's everybody trying to up the next one. You have Miley Cyrus out there doing her little tricks. You've got Madonna doing hers. Everybody is trying to up the next person to see what they can do more risque than the last one. And that really is what it's about right now. So I'm not surprised. I suspect a couple of them are going to come out bare-ass soon. No clothes on. And really, I suspect that'll happen any time now. And they'll think, well, it's just family entertainment. There's nothing wrong with that, man, you know?
It is. It is Malcolm Out Loud, and MalcolmOutLoud.tv is the official website. And Malcolm, another thing that happened at the Grammys was this same-sex marriage deal that happened on the show with Madonna and all these other people. What was this? Was this supposed to be just shock value to Middle America, or what?
Yeah, well, listen, they had it was all to prove a point, of course. Latifah did the ceremony. Did you know that?
Yes.
She did the actual ceremony, and she's kind of cool, anyways. I mean, she's an equal opportunity insulter, so it's all pretty good with her. But she did the actual ceremony. I think they had about, I don't remember the exact number, maybe 15, 20 couples or something like that in the center aisle.
Yeah.
And some were heterosexual, some were homosexual. It was a combination of different things from what I could see. And it basically, I think that, you know what, at this point of the program, I mean, you just better get used to it because gay marriage is not going to go away anytime soon, Jiggy. So I think the fact that they want to do that on the Grammys, I don't find it a big deal. I don't see why everybody gets up in arms. So what? Why does it change your life? I don't get it with people, you know? It's really, though. Do you notice it's the same people bitching who have nothing to do with their lives?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, so what? I mean, that doesn't cross the line. It's 2014. And that's not a bad thing for the kids. I mean, it is what it is. You're not going to bring just traditional marriage back at this point, so you might as well get over it. You know, it's just like medical marijuana. I just seen today Florida is putting it on their ballot now in November to get people to approve medical marijuana. Now, again, there are people who get up in arms about that, but you're not going to change it at this point. These things are free-flowing in society. You're not going to put the cat back in the bag. You know, it's not going to happen. And so I just think that the fact that they did the Grammys, I don't see it as a big deal. But there are a lot of people that are pretty hung up still with gay marriage. They don't like it. They don't want it. And they want to keep fighting it. And I don't see how they're going to win this one. Do you?
I don't think it's going to happen. I think that we need to just get over it. This is not. You're not going to be able to put the genie back in the bottle, like you were saying there, my friend.
No, I don't think you can. I really don't think you can. And so I think it is part of the culture today. And I think, you know what it is? Some people want to bring back 20 years ago. And they prefer life 20 years ago, Jiggy. But it's not 20 years ago.
The good old days, as they always say.
Well, but it's not there anymore. You have to. Life moves forward. Like everything else in life, it has to move forward. You know what it is? People have to pick their battles. Where are their battles, and what do you want to accomplish? Because at this point, you can't just bitch about everything. You can't gripe about gay marriage and medical marijuana and what the Pope is doing and what he. And by the way, speaking about the Pope, did you see that picture of the doves and the vulture there? Was that the crow?
Oh yes.
What a sight that was! I mean, the Pope lets the doves free as a unity of peace and God, and all of a sudden a vicious little crow comes in and attacks the doves.
Oh my God!
I mean, this was something else. I don't think anybody's seen anything like that before. I think the Pope was astounded. And by the way, the Pope came out just a couple of days ago, buddy, and said that women should play an expanded role in the church because they're more sensitive, they're wiser, which I think is a great idea. But he doesn't want them to be priests. He says he wants them to play a greater role in the church, Jiggy, but everything but priests. But like they're already doing like nun stuff and everything. What is left? Of course they want to be priests, you know. But he doesn't want them to be priests. And I think the good thing about them being priests is you would stop some of this pedophilia that's going on with the boys, you know.
Very much so. I agree with that. We've got probably 3 or 4 minutes left to go. You got anything else for us there, Malcolm?
So, well, to answer me first, what do you think is wrong with women being priests?
I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, see, because you're open-minded. Yeah. I mean, that's why, really. And, you know, well, anyways, big news tomorrow. Guess what tomorrow is?
Tuesday.
State of the Union.
Oh, yes. Tomorrow is State of the Union. I'd forgotten.
It's State of the Union. President blah, blah, or also, we can also affectionately call him President Bambi.
Yes.
Also is another great name for him, by the way. And he is with a State of the Union speech, and this is expected to be a dud, of course. He's going to be up there speaking to a room of non-believers. He has the lowest ratings of his administration. He's just, 74% disapprove of the president at this point. He's not doing well. He really is already in a lame duck status. He's not going to have a good time here. And so it really is an empty speech tomorrow as things panic, you know, I think, as the State of the Union. Listen, I don't want to forget to tell you as well, somebody died just the other day here, and this was a big deal. Did you see that the ex-Marlboro man died?
Really? No, I missed that.
Yeah. The Marlboro man died, and you know what he died from?
Oh, let me guess. What was it?
He died from smoking-related disease. No, this is not a joke. He died from COPD, the chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Yeah?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did. He died of COPD, which a lot of people certainly have had, and it's not a good disease. I mean, you suffer with it because you can't breathe. And it's a respiratory problem. It really is a painful way to die. I know some folks who have gone through that. But anyway, he was 72. But, you know, that's not all today, Jiggy. When you consider that the average lifespan now is 78, 80, you know, at 72, I mean, you know, you could still live another 20 years, you know, 30 years, whatever.
Yeah.
But he died of COPD, and he won't be smoking any more Marlboros. I tell you that much.
No.
And no, that's not a good thing as well. And also, let me tell people to get over to BrinkThinking.com, buddy.
Oh, really? And, I know you guys have the newsletter you send out. You've got a website now. That's cool.
Yeah, it's actually, if you go to Malcolm Out Loud TV, it's the center tab on there, Jiggy, as well. It'll bring you right over to BrinkThinking.com. But anyways, there's a couple of interesting posts in there, buddy. One of them is called, you'll appreciate some of this stuff, one of them is called the sticky factor. And it's the 5 factors. Not your mind went there right away. You are a pig, I'm telling you, man.
Yes, thank you.
You are just a pig. We've got to love you, man.
Thank you, sir.
Now, you promised me you're going to go on now and read that article, and next week you're going to get on here and tell people you're going to do a dissertation on what that's about and not what you think.
That's right. That's right.
You're bad. The sticky factor, which is really about relationships. It's about developing the best. It really is about relationships.
Yeah.
It's about developing the best relationships, and it's a great piece. And it is rated G, by the way.
Well, that's good.
So there's no problem there. And there's some interesting posts up there at BrinkThinking.com or right off the center tab again on Malcolm Out Loud TV. Check out that stuff. Today's always Brink Thinking Monday is always a good day. And check it out.
Well, thank you, sir. I will look forward to chatting with you next week. Have yourself a wonderful week, sir.
Yeah, and don't create any troubles tomorrow with that State of the Union speech now, like calling bomb threats to the White House or anything, okay? Or the Capitol,
You're only encouraging people.
Buddy, you know that.
You're only encouraging folks.
Take care, buddy.
Thank you, sir. Later, man. Malcolm Out Loud with us today. MalcolmOutLoud.tv is the official website. Coast to coast to border, thanks for joining us today. And we are going to take a quick time out here, and then we're going to get into the best of the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar show.
Top mistress, don't follow me, just your eye out. King Henry, biggest pleasure, greatest heresy, like my riches from Jersey. I see you staring at me, tight corset, packing jealousy. Want the motto, grab the guillotine, on trial, have mercy. Don't know, she got her drinking water, caught her at the well, taking a shower. She got no class, ain't got no power. I got the throne, now she all sour. Don't know, she needs some vitamin water. 50 sold it, 4 bag of flour. Now she all pale, all void of tanner. I got the throne, now she all sour. Damn, she crazy, come on. Damn, she crazy, come on. Damn, she crazy, come on. Have tea like ladies. Oopsie daisy. Damn, she crazy, come on. Have tea like ladies. Oopsie daisy. Damn, she crazy, come on. Have tea like ladies. Oopsie daisy. Damn, she crazy, come on. Have tea like ladies. Oopsie daisy. Damn, she crazy, come on. Have tea like ladies. Have tea like ladies. Have tea like ladies. Have tea like ladies. Don't bother me, I'll banish you. Queen deficit, all in the news. Strike a punch, take a seat, call security. Kind of fair.